It is now my pleasure to introduce our Provost, Dr. Todd Diacon, for his welcoming address. As Provost, Dr. Diacon directs all academic aspects of the university, from hiring professors to ensuring the proper delivery of curriculum to overseeing assessment and accreditation of academic programs. All 12 Kent College deans report directly to Dr. Diacon, and he is responsible for a budget of $480 million. Dr. Diacon's academic specialty is the history of Latin America. He earned his PhD in history from the University of Wisconsin, and his book on the construction of the first telegraph line across the Amazon basin won the Warren Dean Prize for the best book on the history of Brazil. Dr. Diacon just completed his 4th year at Kent State, and he is proud to be a member of the Golden Flash family. Please welcome Dr. Todd Diacon.
Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Thank you, and it's really good to be here. Now, I know it's not your job to make me feel good about my job, but seeing all of you today and the spirit in the room makes me feel really good about Kent State and my job, so thank you for doing that. It's really my great pleasure to welcome you. I have 4 observations to make, weaving in some advice with those 4 observations as part of my welcome. So again, I want you to know it's just such a great pleasure to welcome you today. First observation is you're about to embark on a magical journey. And one of the reasons this journey is so magical is because in graduate school, you really have that unique opportunity to study with those who are generating knowledge so that you also will become knowledge generators. So I think to me, that's what's so special about graduate school. You're studying with those who are on the forefront of generating that knowledge, and they're teaching you to generate that knowledge as well. For those of you here today with teaching assistantships, I think your journey is doubly magical in the sense that you're both teacher and student. And that has such a great privilege attached to it that at the same time that you're studying, you're also teaching. I think that is such a wonderful opportunity for personal growth, for professional growth. Certainly it's great responsibility, and we certainly rely on your talents and your abilities, and we appreciate your service to the university. We're certainly grateful. A piece of advice. Now's the time, if you're not doing it already, now is the time to begin reading professional publications. I would particularly recommend, because it's free, the online journal Inside Higher Ed. Just start reading it. It's a daily, 5 days a week, electronic publication. It's insidehighered.com. You just sign up. You'll get that in your inbox every morning. It's one of the great ways to keep up to speed on what's happening in higher education, get some great tips that you can use as a graduate student. One of the regular columnists for Inside Higher Ed is a wonderful former professor. She now owns her own consulting business. Her name is Carrie Ann Rockamore. She has a regular column in Inside Higher Ed. Rockamore is easy to remember how to spell because it's C-K-Q-U. So it's R-O-C-K-Q-U-E-M-O-R-E, Carrie Ann Rockamore. She's the president of the National Center for Faculty Development and Diversity. And Dr. Rockamore regularly has columns in Inside Higher Ed directed towards graduate students. Really great advice pieces on help, I'm stuck with trying to come up with my dissertation topic, what do I do? Or she'll have advice on dealing with your professors, or she'll have advice on preparing for job interviews. So in addition to signing up for Inside Higher Ed, which is free, you should also visit the National Center for Faculty Development and Diversity. You can sign up. There's a daily newsletter from that organization with a lot of great tips specifically aimed at graduate students. So again, my strongest piece of advice is now's the time, if you're not doing it already, to start following the professional press. You'll find a lot of great advice, and I think most importantly, there's going to be days, well, let me put it this way. For me as a graduate student, there were days where it was fairly lonely. I don't know if that's more related to being a historian because you're literally sitting in a darkened room reading microfilm a lot of the time. And you begin to think that the woes of the world are only related to you. But they're not, right? They're professionally wide, and you'll get great advice on how to deal with life as a graduate student, particularly through Insight Higher Ed and Carrie Ann Rockmore's National Center for Faculty Development and Diversity. Final piece of advice, and I can't stress this one enough, and that is take care of yourselves while you are graduate students, because there'll be every structural pressure to work long hours, and there will be every programmatic and structural pressure to meet very important deadlines, and you will do that, and you will meet those deadlines, and you'll do great work, and you'll work a lot of hours, but you don't want to forget your own health, so you want to take care of yourself. We have just an outstanding recreation services. We have that great building where you can run in the indoor track or take advantage of the other equipment in that building. So take care of yourselves. I began smoking when I was a graduate student, not a particularly helpful approach to being a graduate student. Of course, that was back when your professors smoked in class. I know it sounds weird, but that's the way it used to be. So there'll be every opportunity to fall into unhealthy routines as a graduate student, and I'm just giving you my strongest piece of advice, which is to take care of yourself. So again, thank you for choosing Kent State. Really appreciate the numbers of you that are here today. Absolutely know how much we rely on your great effort to make this institution what it is. Welcome to Kent State. You chose well. We're glad you're here. Thank you.